please respect the chair ceremony. Now please respect each other. Honorable Excellencies, debaters, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the final of Belty IS Debate Program 2024. Thank you everyone for your presence here today. For today's competition, we're going to begin with the motion. The contribution of school and teachers is the key factor in reforming Cambodia education sector, which will be competing between Belty IS 14 as the proposition team and Belty IS 4 as the opposition team. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, before starting the debate, please allow me to introduce the debate teams that start from the proposition team. Belty 14. Please welcome Mr. Chan Tat Mien Heng. Ms. Lam Pili Makara. Ms. Dan Yen Nai. Mr. San Visat. And Ms. Tra Elizabeth as a reserve. And now, let me introduce the opposition team. Belty 4. Please welcome Ms. Hoi Bosaniet. Mr. Song Visal. Ms. T. Panyabatay. Ms. Yong Sathiri. And Ms. Hong Siak Mui as a reserve. Without further delay, please welcome the first speaker from proposition team. Please. Remind again, you have only 5 minutes and the floor is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, we wouldn't be able to compete in the 21st century unless we have an education sector that doesn't quit on children, an education sector that raises standard, an education sector that makes sure they're excellent in every classroom. And it won't be possible for that to happen if there are no contribution from school and teacher, right? First and foremost, I would like to pay my highest respect to the chair of the ceremony, honorable adjudicator, and distinguished guests. A warm welcoming for everyone here. My name is Chan Tat Mien Heng, and I'm the first presenter from the proposition team from Belty International School, Campus 14, Takmau Town. Today, we are delighted to wholeheartedly endorse the motion which stated that the contribution from school and teacher are the key factor to reform Cambodia's education sector. But before going deeper to our motion, we would like to demonstrate by raising up some keywords. According to Cambridge English Dictionary, the term contribution means the part played for a person or things in bringing about result or helping something to advance. School means a place where children go to be educated. Teacher means a person who educates or impart knowledge or skill to students. Lastly, reform means to make changes or improvement. To put it simply, the topic one is to know that the help from school and teacher are the key factor to improve Cambodia's education sector. And as evident to demonstrate, ladies and gentlemen, that it is true, we would like to have 3 arguments for today's debate. I, as the first speaker, will be talking about the importance of school. Our second speaker, Mekra, will bring up the second argument, which is the influence of teacher. And Yanai, as our third speaker, will be talking about the involvement of school and teacher are the fundamental of Cambodia's education sector. And our concluding research will be clarified that the key factor to reform Cambodia's education sector are school and teacher. Without further ado, let me present my first argument, which is the importance of school. School is a place where you learn, and where everyone admitted that it's the only place that students really learn. School can contribute significantly to reform Cambodia's education sector by revising and updating their curriculum to align with national educational goals and international standards. School can offer training programs to equip educators and updating teaching methodology. And by saying that, school make a very huge benefit for our education sector. His Excellency Hang Jonaron has built more schools for our country, which make an increase from 14,852 up to 18,830 schools in just 10 years. If school doesn't contribute anything to reform the school education system, then why would we invest hundreds of millions of dollars on building schools all across the country? This is according to the Ministry of Inspection from 2022 to 2023. And according to the Pentagonal strategy, stated that to strengthen the quality of education by focus on school management and enrollment in STEM. Ladies and gentlemen, and my dear opposition team, including STEM in our educational sector, it's certainly a great idea. But without the contribution from school, do you think all of that are going to happen? Absolutely not. Well, to make it even more clear, according to the Education Summit and Vision for the Education Reform in Cambodia, mentioned about the 5 main pillars of the quality of education. And the first statement stated that the quality of education is the quality of school. Moreover, our Prime Minister, Samdech Bawat Thabaday Honmanait, at the first meeting of the Council of the National Assembly on 24 August 2023, mentioned that to improve the quality of education is by focus on school management, on focus on improving of the public school, from kindergarten to secondary school. Ladies and gentlemen, and my dear opposition team, why did our Prime Minister suggest to strengthen school management? It's because he believed that the contribution from school is the key factor to reform Cambodia's education sector. Finally, there is a quote stated that if you want to shape the future, shape the education sector accordingly. And to exactly did that, we need the contribution from school and teacher. Thank you.
Thank you for your speech. Please return to your seats. Now please welcome the first speaker from opposition team, please. You have 5 minutes and the floor is yours.
My dear proposition team, your argument about the contribution from schools are impressive. However, I've got some real game changer to share. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the root of the education reform. Government played the role as an architect by setting the frameworks and structure, while schools and teachers, on the other hand, are like builders who follow the rules set by the architect. In a similar way, government are the people who set the curriculum, regulation, standards, and equality for students. First of all, I would like to pay my great respect to the chair of the ceremony, honorable judges, debater, and my dear proposition team. My name is Hui Bosanit, the first speaker of the opposition team. Today is such a great honor for my team to participate in this debate program and disagree with the motion which said, the contribution from schools and teachers are the key factor to reform the Cambodia education sector. Now today, we as the opposition team strongly disagree with this motion. As the first speaker of the opposition team today, I would like to introduce to you about the government played the foundation for a prosperous education sector in Cambodia, which will be presented by me. Then our second argument about the thriving economy of Cambodia sparked reformation, which will be presented by our second speaker, Mr. Son Visal. Then our third argument about the active involvement of committed students and parents drive the effectiveness of the education reform, which will be presented by our third speaker, Ms. T. Panyawatay. Last but not least, our fourth speaker, Ms. Young Satiri, will summarize and clear it out that the contribution from schools and teachers are not the only key factor to reform the Cambodia education sector. But before we move forward, I would like to explain some important keywords that are relevant to the topic first. According to the Oxford Dictionary, reform means to make changes in something, especially in institution or practice, in order to improve it. Contribution typically means a part played by a person or thing in about bringing a result or helping something to advance. Education sector refer to an area or portion of receiving or giving systematic instruction, especially in schools and university. Now, without any longer, judges and debaters, allow me to demonstrate my first argument, which is about the government played the foundation for a prosperous education sector in Cambodia. As one of the most essential branches in the education sector, the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sport is the primary institution that carries the immense responsibility of regulating and promoting education, youth and sport development. Their effort is the root and the central driving force of the education reform. Just like a strong and healthy plant need good soil to thrive, and that's where the foundation of governments comes in. Everything is in the hand of the government and has to be overseen by the government first, from setting curriculum, regulation, standards, quality, infrastructure, or even providing fund. For an instance, according to Prime Time, on September 11, 2023, His Excellency Hong Chunaron, Minister of Education, Youth and Sport, has stated that the 4 points stated by the Ministry of Education and the 4 priorities stated by the government are going to be driving effort for reform in the 7th mandate. With the first priority is revision of curriculum. Second priority is extracurricular activity. Third priority is to improve student health. Last but not least, the fourth priority is to encourage parents and community involvement in the education. Furthermore, in the developing nation, partnerships are the key to unlocking the educational potential. By forging partnership with parents, local organizations, or individuals, public schools can harness the collective strength to foster student overall education, development, and growth. According to Phnom Penh Post, on December 11, 2023, the New Generation School are a new reform by the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sport that especially focuses on STEM education and 21st century skill development. Therefore, they need partnership to thrive in a sustainable way. A report stated that the government has invested $12.4 million supported by charity funds and parents' contribution in a program from 2016 to 2023. In conclusion, government are truly the root and the key decision maker in the education sector. Without the government commitment in the education sector, the impact of other stakeholders, such as teachers and school, would be significantly diminished. Eventually, we, as the opposition team, strongly believe that just the contribution from schools and teachers are not enough to reform the education sector. We need the involvement of government as well. Thank you.